Hey all, welcome back to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. My name is Kurt. Today we're going to follow up on last Thursday's banger video where I rolled out my personal favorite bourbons in that like $20 price category. What I gave you was Old Forester 100, Buffalo Trace, Wild Turkey 101, Old Grandad 114, and Maker's Mark. During the video, what I asked you to do was to cast a vote in the comments for just one bourbon that you felt that I missed that should have been in this grouping of 5. And man, you guys came through just ridiculously. I was just dumbfounded. There was over 1,000 comments specifically for this video, which is just overwhelming. It was just amazing. That's all I can say about that. So the votes were cast, and I have some of the results here. Old Tub, Trenton had a really nice showing. It was surprising to me. We've never even had Old Tub, so Trenton went out and got it. So here soon we're going to be trying that. Larceny had a pretty good showing. Four Roses had a real nice showing. Elijah Craig, that was one I wrestled with about getting into my top 5. An excellent showing as well. But the top 2 by far, head and shoulders over the rest, were Early Times, Bottled and Bond, and Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond. And at the end, it was about, I don't know, I have to get my glasses back on, but it was like between 10 and 15 votes apart. That's it. But the winner, as voted in by you good folks, Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond. Tremendous. So now we're going to get moving forward on what we were going to do in this particular video. We want to blind taste test all 6 that you see on the bar top. That's what's lined up here. My lovely wife poured 1 ounce in each and every glass of the bourbons that are on the bar top, and Trent and I have the slightest idea which one is which. Only she knows, and that's it. Unfortunately, Michelle can't be with us tonight, and that's too bad because she's a marvelous taste tester. She's got things going on, so it's just Trenton and I tonight, buddy. It's just you and me, dude. So we ready to get this on? Yep. All right, let's do it. I'm going to start. My wife numbered them here. I'm looking at number 1 on my left to number 6 on my right. We'll start with number 1. Solid. Lovely. I like that one, buddy. Got a little toasted oak, a little caramel in there, got a little bit of spice to it.
It's really
what
good.
Do you think, man?
Yeah, I get a lot of that caramel on it.
Real nice. Hey, we got some water. Trenton's got his. We'll try to do this. We'll try to keep remembering to do this. So Trenton, we can agree we both like number 1 so far?
Yep.
Okay, moving on to number 2. I like that one too. That one there, I get a little bit of maple syrup in that one, pal.
Yep.
Nice nose on that as well. Real nice. Number 3. This is going to be so hard, dude. What's your thoughts on number 3?
Definitely less sweet than 1 and 2.
I think so too.
I don't get any of that like caramely or like the more sweet. I get a lot of like oakiness and something that's maybe a little bit bitter in it. Do you get that bitterness?
I do. As we move along, is it safe to say that your number 3 isn't quite as good as 1 and 2?
Yep.
Okay, mine as well. I think the same thing. So in order to keep track as we go, Trent, I'm going to push this forward. Number 3. So far we like 1 and 2, but number 3 is good, but it falls just a little bit beneath 1 and 2. Moving on to number 4. I'm going to ask you first what your thoughts on that was.
It goes about hand in hand with 3, I feel like.
Yeah.
I still get a little bit of bitterness from that. Maybe a little bit more flavor, oakiness.
Yeah, I feel it's I like the flavors of bourbons when they're well balanced. You know, and number 1 and 2 is very well balanced. A lot of different, you know, several different flavors. We're talking about $20 bourbons here, so several different flavors, well balanced. I feel 3 and 4 is like heavily, a little bit more heavily on, like this one here. I got a little bit of leather on that, and I don't know, oaky is a good word, like you said too. A little bit heavy on that end, so not particularly as quite well balanced.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that we can push that one forward?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Number 5.
Get some sweetness from that.
I do too. Now let me ask you this question. I'm going to leave it right here for now, but let me ask you this. I feel, personally, that the flavors in 1 and 2 were very pronounced and really good, in my opinion. I feel this is sweet. I feel it's well balanced for the most part. I don't think there's anything offensive that rolls out on that at all. But I feel it to be a little boring compared to 1 and 2.
Yeah, the flavor's a little bit subtle. You definitely get that.
Subtle.
You definitely get some sweetness, but it's like, you know, what else am I really
yeah,
getting
that's
from
a perfect word. Subtle. So I'm going to keep it back here because what we want to do is bring it down to our top 3. So for now, we know these 2 are still up here as in the bottom so far, right?
Yep.
This one we don't know about because we haven't tried number 6, which we'll do right now. I mean, nice, real nice. You know what? I'm kind of laughing a little bit because I swear to God, I think in my head I should know which ones these are for the most part, and I don't.
I mean, we spent how long tasting these?
I mean, we got from proof 90 to 114, and I think I might know which 114 is, but I'm not 100% positive. I think I do, but past that, it's just really hard to get into some of the, you know, real specifics. Anyways, I'm sorry, getting off track here. What'd you think about that? I got to take another little sip of that.
I feel like that's
because we gotta determine on 5 or 6 which one we want to push forward.
I'm gonna need to try both again, I think.
Go ahead.
6.
Really hard. Great. I mean, good stuff. $20. Good stuff.
6 is pretty subtle as well, I feel like. I get a little sweetness, almost like a.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Sweet tart.
I already know mine. To be honest with you, I prefer 5 over 6.
I agree.
Good, because that could have been an argument. And I mean, let's face it. I mean, they're very close. And let me reiterate once again. All 6 of these are really good, and that's what's hard about it. There's no clinkers in the group, so that's what's tough. So I prefer 5, so that means we're moving up 6. Does that sound right to you, bud?
Yep.
So right now we have, what is that, 1, 2, and 5 left, honey? Are you available?
I am available.
So, all right, which one is number 3 that we eliminated? Number 3.
Number 3 that you eliminated. Wow, this is interesting.
I hate it when you say that. My stomach starts hurting because this stuff's hard to do. This blind stuff.
Okay, so number 3 was Old Forester.
Oh,
that's like one of Trenton's.
Old Forester has a special place in my heart.
I know.
I'm shocked.
I am too. Well, Trenton. I'm shocked.
I didn't hear banana at all when you guys were tasting, and I was listening to see. Do you smell it now when you?
I smell sweetness, but I still don't get much banana.
No, not a lot of banana there either, but yeah.
I feel like when you taste Old Forester, you know that it's Old Forester because of that.
Well, I thought that you guys would figure that out.
Dang.
That's just, you know what, I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said a few minutes ago, I thought I would know which each one of these were because I really like all of them.
Right.
So I guess I don't know them as much as I think I know them. Anyways, I'm sorry, babe.
Okay, so 3 was Old Forester.
Old Forester, we're going on to number 4.
Forester, you want to know what it was, right?
Number 4.
Okay.
Number 4.
I'm scared. I don't want to disclose the wrong one. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah, give it to me.
Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond.
Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's a new one in the group. To be honest with you, I haven't done a lot of tasting with that. I have used it, but I haven't done a lot of tasting with that, so I can't be
impartial or anything.
Demoralized because it was taken out. It just is what it was. Okay, that's fine. All right, moving forward, we have number 6, honey.
Number 6 was Buffalo Trace.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, Trent. I mean, this is just me talking. I really like Buffalo Trace, and it's an excellent option, especially for beginners in bourbon. But it's sweet.
It's sweet, yep.
You know, and it really doesn't have a whole lot of notes other than being sweet, in my opinion.
That's what I took away from it. It was sweet. It didn't
very
have any
good.
like upfront flavors that I would have been like, wow, you know.
Absolutely. You and me are the same on that one. So it doesn't quite surprise me. Old Forester out of the 3 surprises me, to be quite honest with you.
It surprised me.
Yep. So, all right. Thank you for that, babe. We're going to move on now, Trenton, and we're going to figure this out one more last time through. I got number 1. Good. That's just darn good. Cinnamon. Some good stuff in there. Number 2. Oh, let's see what we got here. Number 2.
What?
Okay. Also good.
You think that's better than 1?
Do I think it's better than 1? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
What do you think?
I got 2 over 1.
Yeah, yeah. It's good. Both are good. And I'm going to be honest with you, both are a little proofy.
Yep.
And I really thought number 1 was this, and it may not be now because I tasted 2, and it may be this. You know, I have no idea.
I think what I like about 2 over 1 is that 2 is almost like, I hate to say banana, but it's like a creme brulee kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's sweet, but it's not like overly sweet.
Yeah,
it's very
and that's
balanced.
Trenton. That's Trenton to the he don't even flip and eat cake with frosting. I like my cake this big and my frosting this big, okay? And he likes cake with no frosting. So that's just who he is. So that doesn't surprise me, his opinion at all. And I think both of them are really good, buddy. 4. Is it 4? So we out, honey? No, 5. My bad. Right?
5.
I don't have glasses on. Keep it
5.
straight here. 5. Okay. Also good. What do you say about number 5, bud? Just number 5, specifically.
Oof.
Compared to 1.
Compared to 1 and 2, it's sweet.
Yep.
Kind of like 6, it doesn't have a lot of flavor.
Mhm. Okay,
I
so
feel like.
my question to you is, would you put number 5 out of this group with number 1 and 2?
I would take 5 out, yeah.
Yep, me too. Hey, what's number 5?
Number 5, Maker's Mark.
Okay, and the reason why I laughed a little bit because in Trenton's opinion, Maker's Mark was his least favorite of the group. So I know he's he's dying inside because he left Maker's Mark in the top 3. But that's what happens in blinds. That's what happened. So what do we have left? We obviously have Wild Turkey 101 and we have Old Granddad 114. So those are obviously our top 2. Let's give it one more shot, bub.
Uh-oh. I'm scared for this one because I like them both.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild because I can't taste the
I think
fruit
we've been
difference.
tasting, I don't know if it's a thing, but if you taste so many, I mean, like I said, these first 2 are proofier than the other ones, that's obvious. The flavors are more pronounced in these first 2. A lot more. I really like number 1, bub.
You're a Wild Turkey guy though, so.
I like number 2 too. All right, buddy, I'll go with your thoughts first.
Okay, I don't know what it is now. I don't know if it's because I know maybe what it is,
Right.
but after tasting both side by side, I get that proof difference.
Yeah. Maybe.
Man, they're both good.
I know. It's hard. It's a hard decision to make. I mean,
What do you know? What do you mean you know? Because you know,
well,
you know
Wild
the
Turkey's-
last 2 that you're tasting. Is
Yeah,
that
honey, what
you're
he's
saying?
trying to say, we know these 2 are left on the table. We know
Right.
that. Maybe we shouldn't have known that. Maybe we shouldn't have had your mom say it all. You know, maybe we shouldn't have. But
Yeah.
at this point, we know Wild Turkey 101 and Old Granddad 114 is left up here. This is 101 proof and this is 114 proof. So you can kind of tell. So you're just going to have to go off of what your flavor profile tells you.
I
Without thinking about making me feel bad.
it's hard because I feel like I know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
You
But
feel like you do?
I do. Yeah.
Tell me what you think they are.
Well, let's do that. That'll be fun. What do you think? What do you think number 1 is?
I think 1's Wild Turkey 101 and I think 2's Old Granddad. I get a
Right.
little bit more proofiness from number
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
So with number one, I get a little bit more of that flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you and me drink pretty high proof stuff in like pours and stuff. But
we're used to it.
Yeah, but I feel like Wild Turkey.
Should have talked.
I don't want to say for sure. I feel like number one imparts a little bit more flavor, and it's a little bit more balanced, just like by a hair.
What? Him and I think alike. I like them both, and to be truthful, I liked all 6. The sleeper, Trenton, help me out here, but the sleeper in all of these, in my opinion, was Old Forester.
I'm sad about that.
I know, and I honestly thought Old Forester might be in the top 1 or 2. I really did start moving forward, but it doesn't surprise me that some of these other ones were in the lower parts. It surprised me a little bit that you didn't pick out this Maker's Mark a little bit.
Sooner.
Yeah,
I know.
And it was in the top 3, so that's what blinds do to you. But honey, I don't know. I'm gonna agree with Trenton. I like number 1. I think the flavor profiles are outstanding there. They're extremely well balanced. A lot of caramel, toffee, and some really beautiful oak flavors in there. Now, I know that's hard for you to understand because you don't get the whole oak thing, but it can be like a nasty oak or a damp oak or burnt oak. There's just so many ways you can go about it, or an obnoxious oak, right?
Yeah.
But this is like just a beautiful toasted oak flavor. And this one's, number 2 is really good too, but I just feel, and I agree with Trenton, number 1 is going to be our winner.
So you both are agreeing?
Both agreeing on number 1.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me number 2.
Number 2 is 114.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So our winner tonight is
Wild Turkey 101.
Wild Turkey 101.
We had so many comments about Wild Turkey 101 over the course of the last couple months.
Yeah, just tons, because I've left it out of a few videos because I knew I wanted to keep it in this $20 price range here, and I love the stuff. Let's face it, I do. I'm a Wild Turkey kind of guy. There's just, Trenton knows that, but the reality of it all is I'm glad we did this blind thing because there was a few that surprised me. That really did. And let me just say this, you absolutely cannot go wrong with any of these choices on the table. I absolutely appreciate you guys voting in Evan Williams Bottle and Bottom. It blew away from the participation, and that did my heart good because, I can stand in front of this camera and do this all day long, but what's most important is the interaction between each and every one of you, and I love that about our channel. I really do. Every opinion is important, and every opinion is real to you. And if you have a favorite amongst these 6, then that's your favorite. There's nothing wrong with that. But for tonight, for Trent and I, our favorite was Wild Turkey 101. Hey, thanks so much for watching, man. That was a complete blast. Had a good time doing it. Really appreciate each and every one of you. As always, though, I'm going to ask you to please drink responsibly at all times. Very important to the show. And we'll see you next time, right down here with me in a good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.